Hello and welcome to another day of Star Citizen at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. It is day 6, I believe, which is Drake Day. So we've got the Krakens on sale on the store page in limited quantity and all of the other Drake ships available. Let's take a look at what's in the Expo Hall first and then what's on the website to purchase. I'm Drake Boy. I like Drake stuff. I actually really do. So, what have we got in the hall today for Drake? Anything interesting in the Hollow Suite as well? Oh, Drake Days are good days. Except, there seems to be only quite a small offering here. And I suppose it's because it's just Drake, admittedly. So, just the main central hall. We've got the Dragonfly Black downstairs. No yellow jacket there, which is odd. I was hoping they'd have that in there as well. We've got the Kraken, the Vulture, and the Corsair in the Hollow Suite. We've got the full range of Drake ships in the central hall as well. So let's go have a quick look. So we've got the Herald here. So the Herald is also that data runner ship, much smaller scale than the Mercury Star Runner. Obviously, can be run and operated by a single person and is supposed to be. But there's a lot going on with the ship, with its data storage, that sort of stuff. But we are waiting. We're awaiting that data storage. You're right, sir. He's fine. We're awaiting that data storage. We're awaiting that sort of way of potentially being able to intercept data and then data as cargo and that sort of stuff in-game. Hopefully not too long before that's in-game. But yeah, that was it's a pretty quick ship. Sort of like also suitable almost as a drag racer. I suspect once it's fully balanced and stuff, that will be one of its roles. So we've got the Buccaneer here. So Drake, not really big on safety features. So not much armor on Drake ships. Not any sort of like ejection suites or pods or seats or anything like that at all. So you've got the Buccaneer, which is just a load of guns strapped onto a ship. It's a little vulnerable because of that, though. So it's got like its components very easily damageable if it does start to take damage. But it's fast and it's got a lot of weapon, which is it sort of tanks by dealing more DPS to the enemy than it takes. It's the idea: destroy the enemy before it destroys you. Very useful in large groups. Individually, though, they get absolutely wrecked because they're pretty glass cannony. So sort of bear that in mind. We've got all the weapons around us as well. And some of those big ones in the background. I did just say big ones. And let's go through the center bit here. So we've got the Caterpillar. So Caterpillar, the best hauler in game at the moment, sort of. But a lot of people will use the ship to haul huge amounts of cargo. Now, that is not necessarily the main role of the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar is a modular ship. So its front module can probably be changed, but more specifically, the modules that get a bit more focus are the 4 central modules. And they can all be different modules. We don't know exactly what they can be yet beyond being cargo bays. And in the future, we will have modularity and lots and lots and lots of different setups for that Caterpillar. And we're supposed to have this command pod, the actual cockpit, literally be detachable from the ship in the same way that we will see other ships detach from the sort of like front and back, like the Endeavour can detach from its rear sort of science lab section, or the, I suppose, the sort of P-72, P-52 can detach from the Constellations, and that's called hard dock. They're almost there with that, as far as I'm aware. But it's a really big ship, the Caterpillar. It's going to have a huge amount of modularity in the future, and obviously, as it's flyable now, it's used as the sort of like big boys cargo ship for making a lot of money. And then we've got the 3 Cutlasses. So we've got the Cutlass Red here. This is the search and rescue, the medical version. It is basically an ambulance. This has a medical bed in it, which allows you to respawn there at the moment. In the future, it's not going to be for like a respawn point, or maybe it will be, but it's going to have slightly different medical gameplay, and it will be there to like treat people, keep you alive. Death of a spaceman and mortality is going to be a big part of Star Citizen, and ships like these are going to be used massively for search and rescue, but also just general treatment and keeping people alive. Very, 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 very useful. We've got the standard Cutlass Black, obviously reworked the Cutlass into something that is now one of the most popular ships in game. I love it. It's got cargo, it's super multi-role, it's got sort of like, it's suitable for up to 3 crew, I'd say personally, although you could put more in it if you were doing it like dropship. It's got room for like vehicles inside as well. It is absolutely fantastic ship that after your starter ships you should genuinely consider getting relatively quickly in game for most people. I absolutely love it. I think it's a really well-rounded, great mission ship. Not as good as the Mercury Star Runner, but the Mercury Star Runner is vastly over twice the cost of it. So I sort of bear that in mind. And then we've got the Cutlass Blue, which is the more militarized security version. More armor is the idea here. Cool ship. I really like the blue. It's supposed to have these... supposed to have... It does have these prisoner pods in the back. So let's have a quick look at those. They sort of like... You'd have prisoners in each of these, and you could choose which numbered prisoner pod you want to see. I think, is it... how many? 12? 12 prisoner pods at the moment? So when you're doing bounty hunting or prisoner transport and stuff like that, this is a ship that's going to be very, very, very useful for that. And obviously we've seen, actually with the Caterpillar as well, the Price of Freedom mission, that literally has a load of those types of cargo bod as a prisoner transport ship as well. So maybe that's going to be one of the functions of the modular Caterpillar. So that's it for the top floor. Let's go have a look downstairs. We've got the Drake Dragonfly downstairs. I'm surprised they haven't got the yellow jacket. It is just the same Dragonfly, but in a different colour. I'm surprised they don't have the Star Kitten one actually as well. The Star Kitten one's cool, pink with a little kiddie on it. But yeah, they're cool hover bikes. Gravlev needs a little tiny tweak in my opinion to get it sort of like to a more finalised state. But hover bikes that you can use in space and on the ground, yeah, I mean they're fast and they're fun and they do their job and they're small and compact. That's sort of like what I want them for. Definitely try those out. Where's the Holo Suite? It is this way. So what have we got in the Holo Suite today? It is the big boy Kraken. So this is a light carrier. So the Kraken is a protector and beacon of freedom in an all too often cruel universe. For those tasked with safekeeping citizens unable to protect themselves, the Kraken is both a sanctuary and a self-contained war machine ready to take on the most daunting adversaries. Drake has thrown out the rulebook to redefine private use capital class, attack carriers, and the very nature of personal freedom. It's nothing if not a testament to the empowerment of the people. So the Kraken, the standard Kraken, basically is a floating space station to an extent. It's sort of like, it's got a bit of cargo, it's got room for lots and lots of spaceships to land on it or land in it, and a Dragonfly bay as well. So let me get a better shot of above so you can see that there is actually landing pads on top, but there's obviously hangars in it as well. So it is like a proper little aircraft carrier. It's got a little bit of armaments on. It is very much sort of like focused on looking like a aircraft carrier that you'd have in modern day on the water. So I love the look of it, and it is big. It is a big boy. It is a proper carrier capital ship with a lot going on. It's going to be used as like pirate bases, I would suspect, a lot in the game. A lot of like pirate incursions and pirates turning up will be coming and operating out of a Kraken almost certainly. Yeah, absolutely fantastic ship. Very expensive though. You'll be able to grab them today. They are limited stock. We'll check them out on the website. I suspect first wave has already been sold, but there's another 2 waves after that. We've also got the little Drakey Vulture. So this is the small salvage ship, and this has me pretty excited. I've got a Reclaimer, but I want to operate with these and a Reclaimer together, because I think that the Vultures are going to have their own uses, blasting salvage apart, finding smaller parts of salvage and sort of like bits that it will be able to get into places that the Reclaimer can't. It will be able to get to ship systems and cut bits away, and you'll have people operating out of these that are literally trying to remove systems and stuff and not nom up everything into the Reclaimer. And the Reclaimer is much more focused on more salvage, so literally grinding it all up into its mouth, nom nom, whereas this is going to be done for more for hull stripping. So sort of bear that in mind. Let's have a look to see what it says here. Answer to no one and cut out the middleman and throw caution to the wind. Rip wrecks like a pro and carve out your own place in the great big empty behind the stick of this rough, rugged salvage machine from Drake Interplanetary. Yeah, very much looking forward to that ship. So we also have the Corsair here. So this is sort of like in between the Constellation Aquila and the Carrack. So it is no frills exploration. It's not going to have the same sort of long range as the expedition ship that is the Carrack, with loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of facilities and big and military. It is Drake after all, so this ship's going to be much more sort of like fragile, is one of the words I would use, compared to the Carrack. But it's still going to be one hell of an exploration ship. It is what I would deem mid-tier to moving into high-tier exploration, obviously with the Carrack on top there. And let's have a read about what it says. Heed the call of uncharted space and harness the spirit of exploration with the Drake Corsair, a worthy companion supporting you in battle, discovery, and delivery, wherever the winds of adventure may steer you. So, I suspect it's going to be pretty good as a multi-role ship as well. Maybe starting to compete a bit with the Mercury Star Runner in that regard. Yeah, it's certainly a ship that I'm looking forward to. Oh, it's disappeared. Drake are pretty good at having multi-role ships done pretty well. No frills, relatively cheap. So I'm hoping that most of the Drake ships in-game are pretty cheap. Obviously, the Kraken is going to be slightly more prohibitive price-wise because it's a big carrier ship. It's an attack carrier, and a lot of people are going to want that capital ship. So let's take a look at what's available on the store page to purchase today.
I've had a lot of fun at Drake's expense over the years, but when you get down to it, there's no denying their power and versatility. Take the venerable Cutlass. With the red and blue variants, they continue to iterate on the classic chassis. Now we're here with reps from Drake, and I have the next Cutlass variant, the Cutlass Purple. You know, for parties.
Just so people are aware, the Cutlass Purple is a lie, although there is a Cutlass Green skin. But more skins in the future. If you want to outfit your Cutlass for partying, maybe that will be an option in the future. So what have we got today? We've got the special upgrade your ship to a Corsair if you want, and you get 10 years insurance with that upgrade. Typically you keep the original insurance with any package you upgrade from, but with the specials each day you'll actually upgrade to whatever insurance that these packages have got, which is 10 years, which is pretty cool. So we've got available to purchase today the Drake Buccaneer. It's pretty cool. There's other fighters that I would recommend over that. I do recommend everyone tries out the Cutlasses though. Cutlass Black or Cutlass Red, really useful ships. And the Cutlass Black, $100, pretty solid ship. Caterpillar, it's a big boy. It's sort of top tier cargo at the moment, but obviously is hugely dwarfed by the Hull C and beyond. But we also have the Dragonfly Black, the Herald, which we don't have much gameplay for yet, more than it's just sort of flying around going, please give me data running and data interception and that sort of stuff. We also have the Corsair and the Vulture, both on sale as future flyables. So, yeah, the Vulture, cool salvage ship. Corsair, no frills exploration. Definitely going to be suitable for a lot of people, those ships. And for concierge people wanting to grab yourself a Kraken, well, not just a Kraken, you can get the Drake complete pack for like $4,200-ish dollars, around that. I got 20% VAT on these ships, so sort of bear that in mind. And what do we actually get with that? A ridiculous amount of ships. Corsair, Kraken, Kraken Privateer, Vulture, Cutlass Black, Red and Blue, the Buccaneer, the Caterpillar, do we get two? The Dragonfly Black and the Herald, and lifetime insurance on everything. It doesn't even have the yellow, the yellow jacket. It just feels that that's a lot of money for some ships, isn't it? But each their own. We've got, so the Warbond Krakens are available from $1,400, and the store credit Krakens are available from $1,650. Again, a lot of money. They are pretty big ships, but they are pretty expensive for that. So there's a different version of the Kraken as well. So whereas the standard Kraken is more like a carrier, more than anything else. The privateer is much more of a shopping centre in space. It's much more of the traditional sort of space station, but more consumer sort of esque. So it literally has shops on board. It takes up some of its cargo area. It gets rid of the Dragonfly Bay to have a couple of more private-ish shops and more secure shops there as well. But it's going to be able to provide services like a space station would as well if you set it up like that. So sort of bear that in mind. It is more money though. They're both sold. Oh no, so they're not both sold out. So wave 1 of the Warbond Kraken privateers is yet to be sold out, but I suspect it will be sold out by the time this video goes live. So sort of bear that in mind. 1,700 for the Warbond and 2,000 for the standard one. That is a ridiculous amount of money. So just bear that in mind. I mean, I'm going to be saying that a lot. It might be a catchphrase. You can also grab yourself an aftermarket kit to convert back and forth. So all the parts that you need to convert the normal Kraken into the privateer as well. Again, these are going on limited wave sale. Some people are going to like these, from $300 for the Warbond version, $350 for the store credit version. A lot of people are probably going to want to pick those up for their Kraken. But I'm interested to know what people think of the Kraken. Are you going to be getting one of those? Do you prefer the privateer? Do you like the idea of those ships? Do you think they put the Banu merchantman in a weird place? That sort of stuff. But it's cool things, but they're just very expensive, for sure. So skin-wise, we've got the standard Stormbringer, blue and black, so the colours of Microtech, basically. And then you've got the more polar white one that's sort of like more camo going on. And that's sort of it for today. Now, with the Krakens, there are going to be, so the Kraken Privateer, the normal Kraken, and the aftermarket kits, they are going to be on sale in another 2 waves. So if you want to try and grab one, you'll be able to grab one again at midnight UTC and then 8 AM UTC. So check out the website then if you want your chance to actually purchase one. But with all these ships, you are going to be able to purchase them in-game. Please remember that before making expensive purchases. I'm not your dad, but maybe I should be. Thanks very much for watching, guys. You take care. That was day 6 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo? Question mark. That was Drake Day. Hope you enjoyed. I wonder if I can summon a tram. It's supposed to be 40 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, tram. Come on, tram. Come on, tram. Oh, shit. It works. Each month we have a ship giveaway. For November, we are giving away a Mercury Star Runner again. This highly anticipated multi-role ship is great for small to medium-sized crews that want to do a bit of everything, whether that be cargo running, data running, missions, combat, smuggling, all that sort of jazz. All you've got to do to be in for a chance of winning one is comment on any of my videos made for November, including this one. More details down below. What am I shilling for today, I hear you ask? Do you hate it when people steal all of your money and your house over the internet? I know I do. NordVPN may have been invented by wizards to help protect your personal data from the prying eyes of the dark web, a sinister cabal of technomancers that grow in power the more they know about your browsing habits. The true story of NordVPN's origins are unknown and lost to the ages, and without using facts, no one really knows how it provides more accessibility to otherwise censored websites or a safer security experience for all that use it. All I know is that it does, and that when you sign up to it, the power level of my bank account grows, and I use it, and maybe you should too.